Hi everybody and welcome back to another Legends of Runeterra video and gameplay. So today, we're messing with the Undying, another Undying deck today, just because we had a new card released called Gluttony. And you'll notice here we aren't running any champions. That seems to be the consensus and the most popular way of running the Undying, generally without champions. Now Gluttony I did try out in other decks, specifically with Anivia and me personally, I'm still working on the Anivia deck, but it didn't seem to be any better than the existing Anivia decks. Almost a liability, in fact, because this card, like you can have a whole lot of units on the board with last breath abilities that you could use Gluttony on, but Anivia doesn't really like that. She likes having kind of an open board with the ability to use the Rekindler, with the ability to use the Chronicler of Ruin and get more Anivias out. And the more units you have on the board with kind of these last breath abilities, the more they're taking up space, and then the more you can't actually get Anivias on your board to be able to take out the enemies. So that's kind of an issue I saw with Anivia and with Gluttony. Gluttony you basically can only use on Anivia, and if you don't draw her, or if the enemy has some way of interacting, then it's just kind of a useless card. So, still working on that. There may be a better version of the deck that I can come up with, but for now we are settling with the Undying in a Demacia and a Shadow Isles deck. So, Gluttony. Kill an ally with Last Breath to summon a follower from your deck that costs one more. So you use this card as a fast speed spell, which is cool because you can use it as like an interaction sort of piece during your attack, a combat trick if you need to for like whatever reason. We can use this during combat. That's pretty cool. Yeah, and then we get a unit that costs one more than the unit that we're killing. So it works pretty well with the Undying because every time you kill the Undying, they're coming back stronger. And we got a couple of cards here that we can summon with the Undying. The first being Chronicler of Ruin, the second being Grizzled Ranger. Now we aren't running a full set of Chronicler of Ruin because it's much more efficient to pull out the Grizzled Ranger than it is to pull out the Chronicler of Ruin. Which is kind of another downside to the deck. We may end up, just phasing the Chronicler of Ruin out altogether because, again, we don't really need to fill up our board, especially because we're running the Grand Plaza. It already occupies a space, and the more Undying you get on the deck, the more, or on the deck, on your board, the less kind of efficient it is because you're not going to be able to block, and it's a very all in at that point if you have all Undying because either you're going to win or your opponent's going to win because you can't block. So we don't want to have a whole lot of Undying out for the same reason. We don't want to fill up the board so Anivia can't come out. Alright, and then our other last breath units that we have here, kind of important. We've got the Hapless Aristocrat. Although we aren't really wanting to use Gluttony on the Hapless Aristocrat. In kind of a pinch, it is a target to get another unit out. Now that unit is the Cursed Keepers, so again, it's not the best use of Gluttony on the Hapless Aristocrat, but using on the Cursed Keeper is actually really nice because we get rid of the Cursed Keeper who can't block, we pull out an Escaped Abomination, and then we're also pulling out the Undying as the 3-cost unit. Alright, so working up the list here, we've got the Grizzled Ranger, also kind of the same thing as the Cursed Keeper. We can kill off the Grizzled Ranger, and we pull out a Loyal Badger Bear at the same time, taking out a Radiant Guardian who's going to have lifesteal. So pretty cool as well. We're including 2 Swiftwing Lancer because this is kind of the highest cost unit with a last breath ability that we have available, and then when we kill off the Swiftwing Lancer, its last breath ability is it's creating a random elite in hand, and then we're also going to be pulling out Cytheria the Bold. So pretty cool. Only 2 Swiftwing Lancer. It doesn't synergize super well with the deck because we already have Grand Plaza giving our units Challenger, which is kind of redundant with the Swiftwing Lancer. But we can still get pretty good use out of this, especially if we need to get Cytheria out and get some extra attack to win the game. Alright, so let's go over the spells now that we have. Glimpse Beyond, that can be used to kill the Undying or basically anything else. We've got Single Combat and Strafing Strike. Full set of Single Combat, 2 Strafing Strike. This is actually very useful because a lot of our units can't block. We can use this on our defending turn to make sure that we can kill off units if they're posing too much of a threat. It also counts as a strike on your unit, so it kills it. Very good with the Undying. Same thing with single combat. Strafing Strike is not as efficient, which is why we're only running 2 of them, but it can be used in a pinch to kill off your unit, make it more powerful, and protect your board on your defending turn. We're also running a full set of On Guard. Once you get all of your units out, sometimes it's hard to kill them off, so On Guard can be really nice at the end of the game to pull in units. Make sure your biggest ones are hitting the Nexus, and could potentially, kill off your smaller units too if you need to. Stalking Shadows. Stalking Shadows is another good card. This can be used on pretty much anything. Yeah, just everything becoming ephemeral. We get kind of the last breath abilities with all of our units. Yeah, it gives us more units in hand that we can use to play with and use Gluttony on, which is also pretty cool. And that pretty much sums it up. So that's about all the cards in the deck. Like I said, Chronicler of Ruin may be coming out because it's not the most efficient. And if you kill off the Undying with Gluttony, then you want to be pulling out the Grizzled Ranger and not a play effect unit. So anyway, that's about it. If you enjoy this video, don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel, and we will see you tomorrow. Thanks. We're going against Hi, I'm Nothing, Freljord, Shadow Isles, Elise, Tryndamere. I don't know about that. Let's get rid of everything but the Undying. Try to get a little bit of an earlier game, and we don't get it, unfortunately. I would have liked to have seen 1 or 2 cost units here. I mean, we do have the Grand Plaza, which I think is going to be great. Let's just see if we can, prevent enough damage by that point. We've got the Radiant Guardian as well, which is going to help with this sort of deck as well. Okay. Hapless Aristocrat coming out. Got an Elise, that's fine. We'll block into the Spider because we don't really want him to level up Elise. I like the open attack that he does here as well. Yeah, so we're gonna go like this. I like the open attack because it allows me to develop Grand Plaza without being punished a whole lot. And I can play the Undying. That's why I didn't block into the Hapless Aristocrat. Now, that doesn't mean that he's not going to have, another one, but I force him to play it. So, alright, good. Good. Alright, let's just go for the Undying, I guess. I want to take out this Elise. I don't know what he's deciding here. It's kind of interesting because he's in a predicament. You don't want to kill the Undying, but if he doesn't kill the Undying, then I kill the Elise, so. He's in Freljord, so I guess he could have a Frostbite potentially, but it's not really the style of this deck, I don't think. This could be, oh, weird. I don't know about that. Alright, unexpected. For sure. He didn't have a Spider this last round, so unless he drew it. Is that the end of round? Start of round? Round start. Okay. I guess he wants to level up the Elise. This is fine. He doesn't need to pull my unit in. I would like to have had a single combat here though. But yeah, he doesn't need to pull the Spiderling in. If he does, it's worse for him. Ooh, interesting. Let's go for this. I'm gonna pick this up just for a blocker. Say okay. Okay, that's fine. He's not winning. I'm gonna pass here. And yeah, we have kind of an interesting play now. 3-3. We do have enough to kill her. I think we've got to play the Chronicler of Ruin. Gives us another blocker, potentially. He's down to 4 cards. Another Iceborne Legacy. Wow. I can still kill him, though. It's not like he... Well, I don't really have any reason to play that now. Anyway, we're gonna go like this. Nice. So the Elise is gone. Let's put out the Hapless Aristocrat. Oh man, I put out the wrong one. Oh. This is why we're only including 2 Chronicler of Ruin, because this Grand Plaza really fills up the board. I'm going to use Stalking Shadows here. Let's go with the Swift Wing Lancer. I need to do more damage to this one. We're going to put out the Radiant Guardian. Justice will be served. I wish I had my combat tricks. Alright, so we've got Gluttony, which is interesting. I think we play this, right? Because this is going to summon a Grizzled Ranger that we're going to be able to attack twice with, so we can pull in the Avaros and Hearthguard here. Okay. That's fine. What one do I want? Let's go for the Swift Wing Lancer. I want to take out both of these guys. He had another one. Wow. It's crazy. That's okay. We're still gonna kill him. I would have rather killed with the Undying, but he's not incentivized to block otherwise. Bannerman. What are the chances we get a Bannerman proc? Not very likely. We're running mostly, well, more Shadow Isles cards than. Alright, let's. Should we go for it? Should we try? Let's go for the Grizzled Ranger. And we're gonna kill this Undying. Big spiderlings though. Holy cow, huge spiderlings actually. Yeah. Let's, I guess, try for it. We missed it. Darn it.
Sends chills up my spine.
Hmm.
In the name of our land.
We definitely need to kill. Actually, maybe we slow play this. Let's go like this. I want to clear up my board and be able to take out more units. So there's Gluttony. That's kind of what I wanted, right? So here's what we can do. We're going to put out the Silverwing Lancer. It's ephemeral. And we're going to pull out a Cytheria here.
Show them what we're made of. Right on.
All to our standard.
I think we got to actually pull in this. Alright, so that's a pretty cool interaction. These spiderlings are so annoying though. Alright, I'm kinda glad he's killing off the loyal badger bear too. Because we got both of our units here. I guess he gets to decide who he pulls. I'm fine with him clearing space for me. Okay, that's fine. Is that enough? I think I have to do it. If I had single combats in my hand, we would win. This is crazy.
Show them our mettle.
Alright, he just lets it go finally. I've got I think 5 combat strikes in this deck and I didn't get any of them. I had 17 cards left. That would have made this a whole lot easier. I've got Strafing Strike and I've got Single Combat. Now I'm not running a full set of Strafing Strike, but still the same. I didn't draw any of them, which is kind of crazy. And I had decent card draws in that deck too. We're going against Grobot. Victor, Riven, Ezreal. Actually, I'm going to keep everything here. I don't mind this. This is fine. I'm going to pass again. Okay. Let's see if he open attacks here. Always seems like they do. Undying coming out, I guess. I don't really have any other move here. Gonna use Glimpse Beyond while he can't react. Okay, I drew all 3 Stalking Shadows. Holy cow. That's insane. Let's go with our Grizzled Ranger.
Join the glorious evolution. The flashbacks will bow, great maker.
Okay, that's fine. Get a 3/4.
I'm ready. Electroplating completed.
See if he blocks this. It's a decent attack. And we've got 2 single combats as well. Alright, he just lets it go. I'm fine with that, because this allows me to retain my blocker. See what he gets here. Okay. Should we put, yeah, let's put out the Hapless Aristocrat. This is a blocker. Just as a blocker, it gives me a Spiderling, which I can use for the Radiant Guardian as well, so I think we're fine with this. That Overwhelm's annoying. If he wants to use all of these, this is fine. I've got 2 single combats. Yeah, it's fine. Unfortunately, we have to use both of these, but he used a lot of spells on this Victor. You have decent card draw. Let's go ahead and open attack here. I want to get out the Radiant Guardian. Why are you copying that? Okay. Okay, you're preventing one. I kill your ballistic bot with a unit that comes back. I don't know about that. Cithria is nice. Who do we go for? Let's play the Grizzled Ranger. I want enough to play the Grand Plaza.
Make these pieces whole.
I wonder if we can just finish off the game here. I hope not. What does that do? Let's go ahead and play this, actually. I'm gonna pick up the Grizzled Ranger. I wanted to get a 1 cost. It's fine.
The cost of war. Stay back.
I honestly think we just block like this. Alright. Let's attack with our Grizzled Ranger first. It's fine. Because he kills it, but it pulls out a challenger. So now he's kind of limited in what he can put down. I think he realizes this. That voice line sounded like Oriana. Alright, let's go ahead and play Cytherea. He's got 4 mana left, so we're in a pretty good spot. And yeah, we're just going to attack like this. Nice. Big hit. Big hit. And his ribbon's gone.
They said I can be whoever I want.
Let's go ahead and put another Grizzled Ranger down. Alright, got him. Nice.